top. And you can see it in the way I walk. And you can tell by the way I drive. You can tell by the way I fly. And you can see it in the way I dress. And you should know this by the way I finesse. Or you can see it way before I come. Ain't gotta say where I'm from, don't act dumb, I'm from Oakland.
I did not mean to do, matter of fact, let me cut this light on real quick. I did not mean to do this, but then again, maybe I did. Hey, what's up? How y'all doing? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Lexus, Dad by God, 1/4 of the Ride Squad. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscription button. Maybe hit the bell if you feel like it. For the sequence that I have set up, a couple of you that have been paying attention know that I was giving away a motorcycle to somebody that I fucked with. No, this wasn't a raffle. You couldn't buy into it. I wasn't getting any monetary value initially, but a few things changed and the plan that I had didn't go through how I thought it would. So what I ended up doing was just selling the bike to a person that needed it. So if you have been watching the previous videos, you're all up to speed as of right now. I promise I didn't mean to do it on purpose, but it just so happened to come about. I got something to show you. I made a boo-boo. I kind of told y'all that I was really infatuated with a specific motorcycle and that I really hated giving one up. And then most of you can kind of guess, yeah, you're gonna end up getting another one. Yeah, but I bought a race bike. Yeah. Fucking race bike. So this is my new project. It's a 2005 Yamaha R6. This is not an R6S. It's already standard with the inverted forks. My last one was an 06 R6 and it was an S model. So this is the top of the heap for this generation. This was just its own beast because there was nothing else aside from an R1. The reason I have this in here because I was riding it all day, as you probably saw from the last vlog, and then when I got home I had to go pick this up. The dude was kind of catting on me quite a bit, and I feel like if I didn't already see it, if you've seen the previous vlog, you see I already went to see it, but I didn't get a chance to ride it or anything. Dude's kind of catting on me, and it ended up being like late at night that I went to pick this bike up, and as you can tell, no headlights, no tail light. But we rode this thing home. Very, very, very sketchy because this has track tires, pseudo slicks, race compounds that have had use on them. And for those that know, tires that have been heat cycled, they become hard as pucks until you can get them cycled again. So this hasn't been heat cycled too many times. They're still a little soft to the touch, but you can feel that they're getting hard. So I was very sketched out about that. Picked up the bike. Now that it's in my possession, I get to tear into it and see what it needs. I can already tell it needs a front fairing stay because the fairing stay is bent close to the brake reservoir. The bike has gone down. He said he didn't go down in his possession, but I'm not sure if dude was the straightest shooter because I also figured something else out as I was riding it home in the middle of the night, pure darkness. Not even the dash lights up, so I didn't have any kind of light to look at. I clicked away on the keyboard, asked a couple of questions because I've never had this happen on an R6. The bike revs up to about 8 grand, and when it's under load, obviously. Jesus fucking fuck. So anyway. Yo.
Hey, here's your push. Pull it into the phone.
Alright. Okay. Pause. Alright. So, damn. I forgot where I was. Oh yeah, no, I remember. Okay, so, when I was riding it back, I found out that the bike didn't like to rev past 8 grand. You rev it past 8 grand and the bike cuts off. And, it seemed like it was the tilt switch or the tip over sensor or something, but I Googled a little bit, asked some fools in the forum, and they said coil packs. That's kind of typical what happens when your coil packs are bad or malfunctioning. Not a huge deal because I honestly plan to do the spark plugs and everything as soon as the parts came in. I did order stuff already. So we're going to do it smart this time, right? Last time, I bought all of this shit, front-end conversions, did hella stuff to the R6 before I got to experience how it rode or how it operated. So this is a better starting point than what we were at before. I'm just going to do the plugs, coil packs, filter, and it already has a full Yoshimura exhaust and a power commander, and it's supposed to be tuned. But what I'm going to do is get it retuned once everything's fired up, good to go, and we are going to see what power it makes, how much over factory rated numbers it makes, and then we're gonna boogie from there. After we get that done and the bike is rocking and rolling, I am gonna ride on the street for a second just to beast on it, just to see how it operates after it's tuned. Then after that, we have a decision to make. So obviously I can peel all of this shit off, get the surfaces primed and prepped, and then wrap it this Yamaha Championship blue. Wrap everything to make it look like it's stock, and put an LED tail light on it. And I'm thinking about putting faux headlights, right? Like not actual headlights, but getting like a lens cover and just put like those LED strips behind it so that you can't see it, but when I flip the switch and cut them on, it illuminates with a little bit of light on the front. It's not going to be much to see, but it'll be far better than what I was experiencing last night. For these plastics, it'll still be track prepped, track ready, and it'll just have a tail light marker and headlight marker, so when I hit the streets, it doesn't just look too out of pocket. So I'm going to do that, and get an original fairing set so that I could put that on and put the headlights in and have it looking like a street bike. Now, like I said, looking like a street bike, because obviously it operates on this kill switch here. And the gas tank, it unscrews, and we ain't gonna have nobody putting shit in the tank. So if I street ride it like that, it's gonna have to stay near me, and I gotta keep my eye on it. Or I could just fully convert this thing back to street use, buy an ignition set and gas tank lock set, and put it all in, and then it'll be good to go. So obviously it doesn't have a kickstand. I have to utilize my stands every time I pull it in the garage. So that's kind of annoying, because when I went to go get some gas, I pulled up and I couldn't put the kickstand off, hop out, pull my wallet out, and put the card in the slot. I had to sit there and, oh shit, I gotta hold the bike up, you know? So that's annoying. Kickstand is for sure going on. I don't know if they are name brand or what name brand they are. I thought they were Sato rear sets at first, but not sure now. So I'm going to initially change the GP set, and that's just taking that rod, putting it back through its original factory hole, and see that silver crank, the cam up there that goes on the shift rod, that just flips inside out, so that contoured part is contoured inside. Full exhaust, Yoshi, a little dent on it, but really not that big of a deal. I'm gonna drill out the rivets. I'm gonna cut it shorter, move it on down, put it back. I'm gonna cut it about this much. I want the Yoshi badge to be right here at the hanger. That'll put the exhaust about right there, and I'm cool with that. Suspension has to be adjusted. It's pretty low on the preload. I want to raise that preload up, make a few adjustments under the bike, under the swing arm at the dog bone. Frame looks really clean. That was one of the key points. Clean frame doesn't mean that the bike ain't been through hell, but it just means that it's had a better opportunity than other shit. So as you can see, this is what I'm talking about. You can look at the fairing stay. This is not supposed to be that tight on the brake reservoir. So that has gone down and is bent. And you can also see when I get the bars dead straight, dead even, if you look at the front wheel like a bicycle, you can see how off that is. That's not the bike leaning. That's the fairing stay twisted like that. I have to add the controls, the headlight controls back. And I've got to take this whole front end apart anyway to get to the coil packs, to get to the spark plugs. But I want to also get to the point where I put the harness back for that control. I believe I have it somewhere around here. You just got to look. I don't know if it'll even do it, but we'll free rev it and see what happens. We'll see if it cuts out. So we already know the standard stuff is nice and amazing. You hear that hiss that's in there? This is why I love R6s. I don't know if you can hear that, but that is intoxicating. This thing under full load, it howls so dope right here. This is where the air box is at. So like, I really do enjoy R6s. I appreciate this. Now let's see if it does this rev thing. See that first hesitation where it went up, stopped, and then it went back up? Yesterday it did that and it died on me. So they say that's coil packs. This thing is thumping, boy. It's louder than shit. So that issue right there is coil packs. Obviously, when they get hotter, then it happens more. So that has to be remedied, and that will be remedied. Damn, that shit gave me chills how that sounds. God, I love how these bikes sound. Now, me personally, I like the RPM a little higher, about 2,500. But that's really because I do like wheelies and little dumb shit. A lot of people were saying that they did care about seeing the builds. Because I was under the impression that you guys didn't. I'm going to take you along the journey as I do things with this, just to show you how I'm maneuvering, taking this bike from what it is to what it's going to end up being. As I'm dying here in this garage, that's going to be about it, man. And I'm going to keep you guys in the loop more. I did the other one on like Instagram, but it wasn't YouTube. You know what I mean? That's going to be it, man. This is a good experience. Until the next experience, I'm going to chuck twos at y'all.